Good afternoon, my friend. Today is a big day for Addvurt Bikes. I'm finally installing double handbrakes on my Scream anodized fixed gear bicycle. This marks the end of an almost 2-year-long era of saying that I'm actually for real going to do it at some point in the future. The future is now, old man. I bet some of you had your doubts that it would ever happen. I don't know. I just got so used to riding Brakeless that the urgency to get it done never felt strong enough. There was always other fun things to do. But seriously, handbrakes on fixed gear bikes are very good. I strongly support them, and I think you should do the same. That doesn't mean that you have to use them yourself, but you should always be supportive of it. Brakeless elitism is not cool. No elitism is cool. Brakeless skills are cool though. Accelerating and braking with the power of your legs is what makes fixed gear so much fun, in my opinion. But what the handbrakes offer is of course backup. Emergency brakes, or just lazy brakes when you feel like it. I don't know if you have ever bonked on a group ride while riding fixed gear, but I have, and it's pretty dang hard to brake with your legs when that happens. This is an aluminium frame with a full carbon fork. I know that I shouldn't worry about it, but I can't help to feel a little bit more cautious about tightening the bolt here in the front. I have never experienced a bicycle-related carbon failure, but I have experienced complete instant carbon failure in another sport, floorball. It's a type of land hockey that we play in Scandinavia. This stick snapped in half when I was taking a slap shot during a warm-up last winter. It was only a few weeks old. I'm sure that bike parts are much stronger than floorball sticks, but it was not exactly inspiring. I had to pull carbon fiber bits out of my hand. It's pretty sharp stuff. Apart from the additional braking power, I'm also super excited about having these brake hoods on the handlebars, because it's my favorite hand position. And once everything is installed and I have confirmed the final hood positions, I can finally wrap my new bar tape, which will hopefully look great and feel great. I've had some good and some not so good bar tapes in the past. It's a bit of a lottery every time. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, before we bring out the brake wires, I should make a decision regarding the brake hoods. For the past few weeks, I have been test riding them angled slightly inwards. At first it felt cool and fun, but not really that different. But as I kept riding, I started to notice that with my hands tilted like this, my elbows naturally wanted to point out more. And that's not what I want. I want my elbows to point down. I have bought drop bars specifically to match the width of my shoulder bones. I was trying to figure out if this is something that people want to happen when they use angled brake hoods. Maybe people who race bikes use narrower drop bars, and in that case it could make a lot of sense to create a bend at the elbow. I don't know, it wasn't for me. Back to good old 90 degrees. Another thing to consider is that these levers are S-shaped. They might be designed to go with flared handlebars, but I don't have those, so I went with the controversial choice of putting them on the wrong side, meaning that the levers tilt inwards, making them less accessible. Less accessible brake levers probably sounds like a bad thing, but remember that I don't use them very much. I prefer to have free space for my fingers. This is clearly not the intended way. You can see here that the holes for the brake cables are on the outside of the handlebars when it's set up like this. I'm just going to make a quick last attempt to place them as intended and see if I still find it annoying. Yes, I find it very annoying. Let's follow my heart and change it back. Nice. Okay, let's try to collect some courage for the brake wire installation. This feels like the part that can be messed up most easily, since I need to cut stuff, potentially ruining them. Ah yeah, this is gonna be so nice. Cheers. Let's just take a moment to enjoy it. Let's clean up the handlebars a little bit. There are still traces of the banana yellow bar tape. Brake wires, brake wire housing. Oh gosh, I forgot how to do this. I did it once 2 years ago, and I actually made a video about it. Let's watch it to remember.
Now, just ballpark it.
Okay, that actually helped. Thanks, Addvurt Bikes. Here we go. Front brake first. The stakes are lower here because it's shorter. Mr. Bitey cuts the housing. This seems like a good place. And the wire goes through. There it is. Everything seems to be working as intended. Let's tighten you down. We can dial it in later. I'm gonna cut the wire lower than necessary. It feels better to have some extra than not having enough. Cable management. Just some electrical tape to keep it in place. The real bar tape will do most of the work anyways. I hope. Yeah, this seems good. I pull the lever and the brake squeezes the rim. That's pretty much the user agreement in a nutshell. Rear brake now. I have to figure out a bit more cable management here. This frame really doesn't have anything built in. The extent of my plans here are just to use black electrical tape again. 3 contact points along the top tube should do it. Not the most sophisticated solution, but it should do the job. If you have other suggestions, let me know. Just keep in mind that this is a diamond-shaped aluminium top tube. I can't use those circular cable holder things. Let's adjust the brake pads so that they line up with the braking surfaces as nicely as possible. Don't want to brake on the tire, do we? Okay, let's tape it up. Obviously, I'm hiding this away on the non-drive side. This is the last time that you will ever see it. See? Like it's not even there. Magic illusions. Also, for my last trick, I put the middle electrical tape piece over a large chip in the orange stripe. Pretty smart damage reduction, right? Let's test the brakes. Oops, I almost forgot to cut this extra wire. Okay. Yeah, the bike has gained a little bit of weight actually. The parts add up. Both brakes at the same time first? Yes. Rear brake? Yes, even with a little skid. Nice. And front brake. Yes. No stoppy, unfortunately, but still pretty good braking. Yes, this works. So what do you think? Pretty nice, huh? Let's go for a short test ride, just to give myself one last chance to adjust the brake hoods if I feel like it's needed. This might be a weird time to start tinkering with the saddle, but I will do that because I want to sit a little bit lower and further forward. So let's make that happen before I go for the final test ride. This is nice. This is nice too. And this. But this is the nicest. Only one thing left to do. The grand finale. The wrapping of the bar tape. It's orange and black. I'm going all in on this color scheme. You couldn't ask for a much more similar color match on the orange bit. Maybe the handlebar orange is just a little bit brighter, but once my hands start going there, it will become dirtier and darker over time. I can fully understand if the two-colored bar tape isn't everyone's cup of tea. There's a lot going on this bike right now. But I really like it. Yeah. Alright, this is how it turned out. I can't believe it's finally equipped with handbrakes. I'm really happy. I wish I had done this sooner, but at least now, better late than never. The moose sticker is coming off now. That was for a different era. Yeah, I'm super happy with this. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Sen landar planet.
Vi gör ju det också.
Ja, varje gång.
Det är inte bara för att